It's live, pal. WrestleMania Roundup. This is for the first night. There's not going to be a WrestleMania number 2 review. Probably not. But I want to talk about WrestleMania because I love wrestling. Wrestling in general, continuing being the only sport that's continuing. That's amazing. I like that we have one sport that's still trucking on, especially with the controlled aspect of it, the fake aspect of it, where you can tape things. I saw a couple of moments during during the Goldberg match and the Braun Strowman final match. There was a whole bunch of camera cutaways and trickery that was going on. But during like the ladder match when they were dropping Jimmy Uso off or Jay Uso, one of the two, Morrison pushed them off the ladder. Timber. Well, the camera stayed on the ladder, so I'm sure he dropped onto a crash pad or something like that. When AJ Styles got chokeslammed into the grave, I'm sure he got chokeslammed into nothing. Maybe I should go in order. The first match was the tag team match for the women's titles. Whatever. The next match, what was that? Baron Corbin and Elias? Whatever. We go to Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. All right, that was kind of cool. A lot of times they dropped each other on the hardest part of the ring. That's the apron where steel meets wood. They kept on saying hardest part of the ring every time somebody took an attack there. I like the ending where Kevin Owens goes, "Yo, Seth, let's continue. No DQ." Okay, it's WrestleMania, baby. Having no crowd there really didn't bug me. But let's talk about the main match, the Boneyard match. This was like a cinematic take on wrestling where you just got a cameraman recording everything and you're supposed to pretend the cameraman's not there. Okay, I like kayfabe in my wrestling. I would even go to say I love it and it's key and it's important because why are we doing this if there's no stakes? But if we can all just agree right now that the Boneyard match is nothing, it's just have fun, turn your brain off and enjoy this moment, especially since wrestling's like the only sport going on, and especially because hello there. Did you watch WrestleMania night 1? I know you're not a wrestling fan. But there we go. So I'm not talking to nobody. I got a hello. She doesn't watch wrestling, but that's cool. Some of us do watch wrestling, and this is what this review is for. I was talking about The Undertaker, just the ridiculousness of The Undertaker in general. I didn't like the promo that he made. I did like most of the promo that he had against AJ. Hey, Alan, since we're being real, that's your true name. And then he went on and said, my wife used your finishing move, the Faith Breaker. I was like, oh, he went there. That's awesome. But then he said right after that sentence, she got it over. What in the world of wrestling does they got the move over means? Like, I know what that means. You know that means that it was a popular move. The crowd reacted to it. Nobody kicked out of it. It got over. But in this way, when you say it got over, it's like bringing the real world in, but it's the part of the real world that exposes fakeness of wrestling. AJ Styles being Alan Jones. Of course, his name isn't AJ Styles. Of course, The Undertaker, that's a title, not a name. So I can get why you would give these guys real names. Maybe you can go, hey, I have the WWE Network. Turns out in 1989, in this territory, it's Mean Mark Calloway. You're the same guy. You know, you had a effed up childhood. I actually did watch, she said. Ooh. It wasn't bad at all. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Even with no crowd, sometimes these guys can trash talk. Undertaker during that match, all he was talking about to AJ Styles was little runs. Come on, you want to say her name now? Like giving her trash talk like that, giving him trash talk on her was amazing. The Undertaker in this new character, this motorcycle riding newish character, because we got a glimpse of that in 2001. But this could continue. This can stick. Call me an old man now. What? Remember that time where he punched the windows of that car? He got a cut on his head. He's like, oh, son of a bitch. Hopefully, I'm sure that was a fake cut, and it just made the match better for it. But that was the main one, that Boneyard match. I never thought I would like it, but shoot, it main evented. Now, what main events tomorrow? Will it be Edge and Randy Orton? That sounds like a more interesting match to me than Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. Drew, what will his entrance music be? Will it be Broken Dreams? Tune in on the next episode of Chillmonger Z. Well, that's 5 minutes that went by for me talking about wrestling live. It's about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I've got one person within the chat right now. The highest was 2. To the one person who's in the chat, thumbs up, please, and thank you. Everyone else, thumbs up, even if you're not live. Bye-bye. Now I'm going to click end broadcast.